Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. My challenge today is that we choose to listen to understand others before doing anything else. Here are just 2 reasons why I think it's more important to listen to understand than to just immediately reply. Reason number 1, to find common ground. So check this out. A few years ago, I was on the MIT campus doing this virtual reality experience called The Enemy. We were walking around this virtual map and we got to meet these fighters from different opposing groups. We got to meet soldiers who were in the National Army versus the rebel soldiers, and gang members versus gang members. They all shared their unique experiences, and at the end of the storytelling, each soldier was asked, "What is your hope for the future?" And all of them gave the exact same response: "I want peace." Now, before you jump on me for being naive, yes, I'm aware that we all want peace, but kind of on our own terms, right? But I left that experience wondering, what if we can meet where we have commonalities? What if we can start off where our similarities lie? How would that affect our interactions? And I'm not just talking about armed conflict. We like arguing, we like getting into heated discussions and debates and having disagreements with people too. Speaking for myself, I think it's an ego thing, a point of pride. I think my points hold more validity than yours, therefore I'll cut you off and disregard what you have to say. It happens all the time. The last couple of weeks I was in 2 very lively discussions, one with my dad, one with a friend from college, and in both discussions we were just going back and forth, and at some point we realized, hold on, we're not really arguing against each other. We're both arguing 2 valid points, but I just wasn't listening intently. I've learned that sometimes it just helps to shut up and hear what others have to say, which brings me to point 2. Everyone has something to teach you. Everyone. I think listening to understand is a learning opportunity, an opportunity for growth, to practice patience, humility. Look, I am 1 out of 7.8 billion people in the world right now. I think I'm an interesting guy, but I also believe that others are more interesting. We're at a time where our opinions are amplified. We all want our opinions to be heard by the masses, and I'm guilty of that just by evidence of this video. But what if we considered others better than ourselves? The stranger on the street, perhaps they can expand my worldview. What about the friend that I'm constantly disagreeing with? What if our points of disagreement are opportunities for me to learn another perspective? The pundit or personality on social media that I'm constantly at odds with, what if they just have a completely different upbringing than I do? What if I can learn from their experience and understand why they believe what they believe? I'm no better than them just because I think they're wrong. We all come from different backgrounds and cultures, and no group is truly monolithic in their thinking. Listen to understand. Don't agree with somebody? Don't understand what they're saying? Hey, can you explain that in a different way? Or what do you mean by that? Someone's telling a story? Instead of just hitting back with your own similar story, why not ask them questions about their story? How did that experience make you feel? What did you learn from that experience? Or even just sit in silence and just listen. They'll probably keep talking. After all, I do think we like being listened to and understood. I believe that we want 2 main things out of our relationships: to be valued and to be understood. So let's listen to understand each other better. Anyway, just some thoughts that I internally challenge myself with that I share with you. Today, how can you listen to understand rather than to reply? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.